Hi there, welcome back to Tea Time with Nicole. Today I thought we'd talk about blow dryers. So with everything going on in the world, there have been some really good sales, and I thought this would be a really good time to invest in my business. So I've had this little guy for about 8 years now, and it's been really good to me. It's been to competitions all across the country. It's been beat up at dog shows. It goes through a 5-day week grooming salon, and it's still holding up just fine. The reason why I thought it was time to invest in a new blow dryer was because my hose is looking a little sad, and they unfortunately do not have this hose style anymore through X-Power. They have new attachments and stuff. So I was told when I contacted customer support that I would have to buy a whole new system. So I was looking around, and I wanted obviously to take advantage of some sales. If I'm going to be investing in my business during a time where I'm not making any money, I wanted to make sure that when I am investing that I am choosing something that's within my budget range. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to purchase another one of these. This is a B27 X-Power blow dryer. It's 6 horsepower, so I knew I was going to need something similar. So when looking for a blow dryer, I was contacting one of my fans, my biggest fan, Mom, if you're watching. And I was telling her like what I was looking for, what I was needing. She's getting ready for her first show dog, so she's also in the market to purchasing supplies. We were kind of shopping together. Me doing most of the backlog work, since I do this for a living, and knowing what's going to work for her, and then her doing most of the spending. So when we found some really good sales, and I was mentioning to her that this would be a really good blow dryer for her, she ended up and purchased me one as well. Thanks, Mom. So let's see what we got in the mail today. So this is what we got in the mail. I have used this. Obviously, I wanted to test it out before I gave a review, as I needed to know how it worked. So I ended up doing Shernbao, I think is how you pronounce their company name. They had really good sales, and of course, a mother can't say no to her spoiling her daughter. They have 2 colors in this one. It is pink and blue. We went with the blue one. It matched my gray theme, I think, a little bit easier, although pink would look great with gray as well. This is a single motor, and the company doesn't tell me the amount of horsepower that is, but I could tell you immediately that as soon as I started blow drying with it, I did notice that when I blow dry Gigi with the nozzle off, that I lose a lot of power. It wasn't all bad though, especially a Cocker and Show coat, because it allows you to brush without getting like swamped with a ton of air. I also liked this one because I had the heat element option, so you can start, and then I still had variable speed. My salon only has me, so for bigger grooming salons, I would definitely probably go with a slightly more expensive model, just because it's going to give you more power. It's not a significant amount of power loss when you have your nozzles on, but it is when you take the nozzles off. What I really enjoy about this blow dryer is all of its connection points. So they all have these little slide nozzles, which I really, really enjoy. It's not like you're just putting something on and you either have to clamp it down with a tool, or you have to hope that it stays on. And then of course, when you're trying to get it on and off and things are expanding with the heat of the blow dryer, it can get a little complicated. But with all of their attachments, it is the little knob, and then you slide it to lock it in place. So I really like that about this blow dryer. I do like too that they give you 3 different options for nozzles. I really like the heat element as well, and I also liked that the power consumption on this made it usable for the RV for show times. So even though this is not as powerful as the X-Power that I have, it will work a lot better with the RV, so we're not having to switch off AC, turn on blow dryer, turn off blow dryer, switch AC back on. It's when you're especially mobile, for you mobile people, this would be a really friendly battery consumption, or generator consumption for that matter. So I really like it in that sense. Do the larger models take up as much? I'm not sure. I'd have to probably look into that. But will I invest in this company again? Yes. I really liked their customer service. My mom also bought herself a show table and it came dented. She contacted them and they emailed her all of the instructions on what she needed to do to make the claim and be able to get her a better table that's not dented. So I really like the way that this company is far, because they are really new, but I really like their customer service as well. Am I disappointed in X-Power? No, I actually really like X-Power as well. Like I said, I just didn't like the X-Power price tag. Another favorite part that I love is that their little handle piece, the X-Power was a plastic one. Theirs is actually cushiony, and it does rotate all the way around the same way the X-Power does. And the other thing that was super deceiving was the hose length. I was really nervous. I thought, this hose is so short, but it's really deceiving because when you turn it on, it expands to 3 times the size. So again, for mobile, I don't personally do mobile yet, but when you're in mobile and you're really short on space, you're gonna love the hose because as you can see, it's like probably 3 feet long right now, and I can assure you it expands to at least 6 feet when it's off. Once you turn it on, I was very surprised. I didn't expect it to get that long. So when I first got this and I was setting it up in my bathroom, I originally had this really close to the tub because I was like, there's no way this is going to fit. So I didn't think that where my old blow dryer sat, it was going to reach. So I go to turn it on and I'm like, whoa, you know, because it's just constantly expanding. Yeah, it was definitely very much of a shock for what this is. So this is definitely a space saver for mobile. It's easy to store, it's easy. Like I said, it all comes off really easily. I love their hose. The other weird thing that I had to get used to was before, when I turned on my blow dryer, all I had to do was turn on the variable part and it would click on. With the Shernbao ones, this is your power button. So this would be on, that's off, the middle part, and then on with the heater. I don't think all of them come with a heating option, so if you don't have that heating option, I'm sure it's just flick, on, off. So that would, and then of course I have my variable option. So that was very minor what I had to get used to, and then of course the amount of power I lost once the nozzles came off. Yeah, that's probably about all that I had to get adjusted to. I really enjoy this company. Like I said before, I'm really enjoying their customer service, and I'm really enjoying this blow dryer. Even though the power is cut at least 30% as to what I used to do with my X-Power. Do I see a big difference? No, not too big of a difference. Not enough a difference for my one-on-one with what I do with my business. Haven't really looked into their other ones, but if I do get a more powerful one through this company, I will be sure, once dog shows open back up, I will be sure to plug these into the RV and let you know exactly how many amps they're drawing. As of right now, I know that this one's just really low. Unless you're using the heat element, because a heat element will always take more amps than a non-heated element. But even with the heat element, this one uses less power than my big 6 horsepower X-Power, which is to be expected. That is the blow dryer that we got in the mail. So I hope this has given you a little bit of an insight as to what their blow dryer systems kind of look like, because they're all universal, they all have the same attachments. Price tag goes up with a different motor that's inside of it. I know trade shows aren't really happening right now, so you can't really get out and see new products. And then if you can't get to trade shows for whatever reason, I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight, so that way it helps determine if it's the right purchase for you. So thanks for joining, and until next time.